Hi, and welcome to New York City and the International Beauty Show. It's one of the largest and oldest beauty shows like it anywhere in the world. In only 2 days, 50,000 people are going to be here, and some of the greatest platform artists in the world. And guess what? We have them all lined up, and they're all going to be here for interviews. So let's get the show on the road. Martin Parsons is one of the true greats in this amazing industry of ours. For more than 30 years, Martin has been inspiring stylists all over the world with his talent and his creativity. Best known for his signature updos, Martin travels the globe, sharing his techniques with stylists in countries all over the world. His designs are modern and original. Martin's amazing talent is a reflection of his philosophy that fashion and hair go hand in hand. Martin is a proud Canadian who has been honored with several top awards, including the Canadian Hairdressing Lifetime Achievement Award and the North American Hairstyling Awards Lifetime Achievement Award. We're thrilled that Martin is here with us today to share his amazing story. Martin Parsons, I am so honored that you would come and sit with us. And what's really amazing, and I want our viewers to know this, is that in exactly half an hour, you're going to be on stage at the International Beauty Show on the main stage. And the fact that you took this time and just to talk to us and talk to our students and our staff, I'm honored, and I truly appreciate it.
And I appreciate being here too. We've known each other
we have
practically all our life.
Yes, we have.
And of course, we're such a big fan of the theme behind your success and how you look at our industry and how you look at the individuals that are in there and are concerned about their future, not just the present moment. And you know, at this time, our industry has lifted itself up to, it's not, well, I'm a hairdresser anymore. People are so curious and so thrilled. Celebrity and the internet and magazines and people stepping forward. And the changes of style, and as we move into another sort of era, it's a beautiful time for hairdressing. And the skill set that are coming back are incredible for women, particularly. And so being a hairdresser for such a long time and knowing you for such a long time, we see each other go through the phases. And I look at myself now and I think, I am now confident enough to be ready to get going. So I feel like I'm just starting.
Oh, so you reinvent yourself all the time, and I notice that about you. You completely reinvent yourself.
When you look at your life as a hairdresser, once you're committed, and getting a license and being a hairdresser can take you absolutely nowhere until you come to the point where you think, I'm going to commit to this.
This is
I'm
what
committing.
I am, right?
That's right. This is what I am. I'm committed, and from there you'll just go up and up and up and up and up. It's so often that we see younger people coming in and are looking at a more mature person, even like myself, and thinking, oh, they're older. Well, we did the same thing when we were your age. And when you're take an intelligent approach to it, you realize that what you learn in beauty school are everything that you're going to use throughout your life. All that stuff. You start in the right place, you end up in the right place. I don't want to sound patronizing, but your training is so in-depth and so widespread. And I look at my own training 40 years ago, and how my teachers took me and said, you're going to do it like this. What you do once you get your license, do what you want, but you're going to do it like this now. And that is what the success of instructor is.
You have an amazing story. I love your story about how you got started in the business. Can you just
Sure.
tell our students just real quickly how you got into it?
I have been doing hair for longer than your family tree is.
That's long.
But I was 11 years old. We were at our cottage, our family cottage, and my mom was pregnant with my brother Kent, who many of your viewers would know from seeing at shows. So just a great guy.
He was actually a great guy.
And so she was pregnant, and she was trying to set her hair, and she couldn't get her arms behind her head. And she said, hey, why don't you come over here? Put the rollers in the back of my hair. Would you do that? And it was like, I don't know, the starship landed.
Yeah. The heavens opened and the
heavens
angels
opened,
came
and I
by.
said, yeah, but you got to let me comb it out. So I put the rollers in the back of her hair, and I just sat there. I couldn't wait. When I combed it out, it was a mind-blowing experience. I think like every hairdresser
You fell
in
in
this
love
world,
right there, right?
Yeah,
That was your moment.
I think that was the moment. And from that point on, I had a very supportive family. My parents loved me and made me feel loved.
You've had challenges in your life, and our viewers need to know that you battled with cancer a while ago.
Yes.
It's been a lot of years, but
yes.
You've lived with it and you overcame it. And we have people that drop out of school, we have people that drop out of the industry because of little challenges that they have, and there's not much bigger than cancer. There really isn't, unfortunately. Can you tell me about that challenge in your life?
Yes, it was a total surprise. I was doing shows. It was shocking and it was very serious, and I continued. I think part of what helped me through that was I had to work. I was trained to work, so I would have my treatments. I had surgery, radiation, and chemo, and then I would be in there for 2 or 3 days, and I would go immediately on the road and do caravan trips with Barry Thomas from Wella.
Sure.
And he was a great man. And we'd get in his Cadillac and we'd go from Detroit to Grand Rapids to Tecumseh to like that. And we'd work, and then I'd come back and have more treatments. But you know what? A thing like that wasn't something that I brought with me. It was a personal thing. And I learned that all my problems, as important as they are to me, aren't as important to the client. What they might say, they might be very sympathetic. But what I learned from that is to realize that this is about them right now, not about my life. That my life is about my friends and family and stuff like that. And I can give them bits of encouragement, but I learned a lot from that. And people that have traumatic things like that happen to them realize that it's the people around you that fall apart. Your own strength comes through. So when you're hit with something like that, that you think, oh my God, I can't cope with this. Yes, you can.
And it made you stronger, didn't it?
It did make me stronger.
What do you look for in an employee? What do you think is the secret of success for somebody who's sitting in a classroom right now in beauty school, somebody who's just starting out in the industry? What do you think is what they need to know?
Kindness is the most important element, like a sense of kindness when you're talking to people, when you're at the desk or you're anywhere, that you have a sense of kindness, that you have good communication skills, that your talent is organized, that you know how to design a haircut to suit the face, a key element, that you can reproduce a look. Mm-hmm. So if I was hiring someone, I would want them to cut somebody's hair. I might hire them, but 6 weeks later, I want to watch them cut that person's hair again to see if they can match exactly what they did before. The key to success for a hairdresser is being able to create a look or a color or a wave or a design, but be able to repeat it exactly until you can convince her or him to change the look, or she's ready to move on. Because women get known for their hair. And we always make fun about people that wear a little ding-dong over here, a little dicky-do over here, and 2 little spit curls. But you know what?
Are those official styling terms?
Official styling terms that we all know. But you know, when you see someone that has a style for a long time, they might have got that style and fell in love with that look, or their husband or their mate said, you know what, you look so beautiful like that. They want to hold on to that. Right. And you can go to church and you can go to parties and say, Ethel, does anybody know where Ethel is? Yep, she's the one with the red hair and that over there. Yeah. And that makes them
fantastic.
Successful in their community because people know who they are through their hair.
It's a trademark. It's pretty cool stuff. The thing that you're most famous for is platform. People know you there. They know you as an educator. That's what, I mean, you will, if you have something on your headstone, it'll probably say something like, master educator, because that's exactly what you are. Fantastic. Could you tell me a little bit about that platform side of your life? What is it meant to you, and a little bit about what you've done?
Yes. As I mentioned earlier, I got an early start on doing platform, and I was in my late 20s. I thought, well, you know what, I love doing these shows. I love working in the salon, and I love teaching classes. So I went full tilt on everything. And for you young kids, you know, working 7 days a week at your craft for the first 10 or 15 years of your life is not going to kill you. I took private training on my days off, traveled on the weekends to do shows, and worked in the salon and all that, and really loved that. And I think that I was always warned by my initial mentor that people don't like show-offs. They like information. You can show off, but you've got to provide solid information. And she said to me, if you're on a platform for me, I don't want any fooling around until you've proved yourself. You got to focus on it. Well, she pulled me off the stage because I goofed up right away and got a big crowd. But it was a sense of fun, I think, that all hairdressers have. I take my work very seriously, but I don't take myself very seriously. I'm a structured person, so I think in terms of panels and assembly and design and measurements. And so that's where my techniques come from. So I'm confident when I'm presenting to people. I might do a terrible haircut, but it's really well done, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And same with the updos. So I believe that if a person has technique, a solid background in technique, and understands how to proportion a haircut to suit the face, they're going to win.
One technical question.
Yeah.
How does somebody get started in platform work? Is it something where you talk to the local distributor? Is it something where you begin talking?
Yep.
I mean, what's your quick suggestion for somebody?
First of all, resumes with your picture and some pictures of your work. It doesn't have to be a Naha picture. Pictures of your work, your goals, that sort of thing, and send them to everyone. When you go to a show, try to get introduced to as many people as possible. When you go to a beauty show, those people are there for you. They're not there for them, they're there for you. So you've got to take the step of introducing yourself and say, I'm a stylist, instead of, well, you know, I'm just beginning. Yeah. Don't do that. I'm a stylist, and it's an honor to work with you. I dream of working with a company like yours. Yeah.
See?
So how do I start? And you know, they might start you in the back room or at clinics and stuff like that, but you've got to go. Go to everything that's free and try to do some payback for taking classes where you might be able to assist in order to do that. You'll never stop learning, and you'll never stop being inspired. Every show I do, whether it's in Buffalo or Wichita or New York or Los Angeles, to me it's an opportunity to share what I have in my heart. And I think that if you're new to this industry and that's what you want to do, is be a platform artist or be an educator or become famous within your industry, it's a simple thing to do. You have to commit, you have to be reliable, you have to start and finish on time, and you have to have a message, and then you won't be nervous. If you know before you make a presentation that this is what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to show, and this is about how much time it's going to take, you'll impress people. And you know, this industry needs kind people to project to hairdressers that come to these shows. Good products, and products are getting better all the time. Learning to sell is so important. I always hated it, and then I realized I sell myself every day. And so, as a stylist in a salon, you have a little act. That's about what your personality is. And if you can focus on encouragement and beauty and treatments and so on like that, and the lighter aspects of the day, you're headed for success, and you can make all the money you need to have the life that you want. One of the things that happens in creative experiences is often in a salon there's one person or two people that have such negative attitudes and input, and it's always, I don't like this product, or I don't like what it is here. That person affects you.
Right.
And my advice to all you stylists is that when that person brings you down a little bit, you have to be brave and step forward and say, look, you seem to be unhappy. Can we go talk? Maybe we can work something out, have coffee, and see if I can help you out. And if that person says, no, I'm okay. Well, listen, I have to say something to you. Your attitude, when you get in these little mindsets, your attitude really affects my work. And I've got to make it. I've got to make it. So the next time you feel that way, would you just do me one favor? stay away from me. And what you'll find, and that seems very harsh, but what you'll find is you'll be working along the next day. That person comes by, and instead of having that sluggish look on their face, they walk by like this and just keep on going. That keeps your life stronger. You salon owners out there, I encourage you. And my biggest admiration in the hairdressing industry is instructors, teachers, people who build our future.
And they have to do it
for
every
the
day.
future. They have to do it every day, and what they put up with is unbelievable. But be strong, and as the years go by, you gain more control of what the situations are. Don't give up, and keep yourself modern. You have to look modern to inspire a young person.
Martin, I am thrilled to death that you took the time here. I mean, you can see how busy this show is. It's absolutely unbelievable. But you are one of my heroes in this industry,
and
I hope everybody really plugs into what you do. Check out online, check you out at shows, and they're going to find that you are a great inspiration. Okay. And I appreciate very much you taking time today.
Thank you, Frank, and thanks everybody for
Thank you.
tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Okay.